brick and stone, that's another Hollywood illusion. It's merely foam, rubber, fiberglass, and plywood. All right, the first area that we're going to stop in our Metro sets is the area we call Courthouse Square. A lot of you guys might remember Courthouse Square because it was Hill Valley in all three Back to the Future movies. Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd. Now the area right in front of the courthouse, the city hall, as you can call it right now, was transformed 3 different times for the Back to the Future movies. In the year 1955, it was dressed as a park, much like how it is today. But in the year 1985, they turned it into a parking lot. And then, of course, in the year 2015, they turned it into a man-made lake, flying cars, hoverboards.
The back lot of Courthouse Square that inspired the entire climax to Back to the Future.
I had scenes up at the clock tower on that ledge. Those ledges about that wide. And I was standing inside, looking at the ledge, and I already had vertigo. I just thought, there's no way in the world, no way I'm going to stand on that. I was up to the first quite a while. Of course, I had a cable.
Well, you know the world is right around the corner here in the back lot. We're going to take you from Hill Valley, California to New York. And look, we made it. We're already here. Welcome to the Big Apple. That's right, this is New York Street. It's the longest street here in our metropolitan sets. And it's also the single most filmed street on the planet. You see it more movies, TV shows, music videos, commercials. And speaking of New York, our co-host Jimmy Fallon shoots the Tonight Show in New York City, but it's also the city where he got his start.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York. I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. What's got mugged over there? An old woman, tough lady. This is my favorite hot dog guy. Hey buddy, how's it going? Remember me? No. Just like old times. Gotta love New York City. Hey, I'm walking here. I'm walking here. It's cool, guys. I was just walking there. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
Yeah, Jimmy's right. This could be any city you want it to be. Just by changing the street sign, doing a little set decorating in the windows. Now, recent productions that have filmed here on our Metro sets include American Ninja Warrior and Rutherford Falls, starring Ed Helms. Now, once again, the cool thing about our Metro sets, they've doubled for many different cities. It was San Francisco and Dirty Harry and Clint Eastwood. It was Chicago, 1930s Chicago in The Sting, the Oscar-winning film starring Paul Newman and Robert Redford. Might also remember it as Chicago in The Blues Brothers.
It fell, and you saw it land and make this big hole in the street. That was on the back lot. You dropped it from the crane. You dig like that in Chicago,
People ask me, all of the movies I've ever done, what was the most satisfying, the most fun. I've got to say Blues Brothers. We got to sing, we got to dance, got to drive, and trained with the best stunt people in the world, and got to be an actor and the like. So it was a good piece of work.
Danny called John America's Death because just he walked into anybody's house.
During the shooting of the movie, John was missing. We couldn't find him.
Danny went off looking for him. He saw a light on in his one house and knocked on it.
I said, sir, we're doing a movie down here. We're looking for one of our actors. Oh, John, yeah, he's on my couch. He came in, he had a snack a couple hours ago. He's sleeping. He was America's Guest. I mean, literally that.
America's Guest. Now, you know, it is the job of the art director to transform these sets so that you, the public, don't recognize it from one production to the next. So, you know, this could be New York. This could be New York City, actually. It has been New York City in quite a few productions, including Captain America, the First Avenger, Chris Evans, The Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone. Now, we have quite a history in the field of art direction. We actually won our very first Academy Award here at Universal Studios in the category of Best Art Direction way back in 1929 for a movie called The King of Jazz, big musical extravaganza shot on Stage 12 on our front lot. We're going to take a look at some more of those great examples of art direction in film throughout the history of time. right, so I'm gonna pause it right there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, take a look at your screens right now. Does that look familiar? This is the street we're parked on right now. That's New York Street. But you would never recognize it if you were sitting in the theater watching Changeling. They did a great job of transforming these sets to create an authentic 1928 downtown Los Angeles, complete with a railway car that went smack dab in the middle of New York Street. The old street lights, the vintage 1920s picture cars, dressed up all the windows. Now, this scene from the movie Seabiscuit with Tobey Maguire right there, that was also shot right here in our back lot. It was shot on our western sets, an area we call Six Points, Texas, which we're going to drive through a little bit later on. But look, made for great 1930s Depression-era California. And there it is, 1930s New York City, the setting for one of the great scenes in the movie King Kong. Well, here is director of King Kong, Peter Jackson.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct this guy. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old. I like films that just take you away from your real life. Skip over adventure. Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you encounter monsters and creatures from prehistoric times. I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island, and it's great to have you ride. Now, we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses with you. Don't put them on yet, just put them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island. We really put a lot of thought into the character and personality, and he's so much more than a monster. In fact, he's not a monster, he is an incredibly majestic, ancient creature. He's a force of nature. He's bold, he's wise, he's proud, he's fierce, and obviously he has a heart. The most important feature of Kong is his eyes. Kong's eyes are wonderfully expressive. They're full of ambition. His eyes are like a window into his personality. He's had an enormous number of encounters with his foes, the T-Rexes and the various dinosaurs on Skull Island, so he's been beaten up, scarred, chewed up, spat out by these dinosaurs at various times, and he wears the scars of a lot of ancient battles.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, get those glasses ready. Adventure awaits. Hang on to all of your belongings. Remain seated at all times, please. No flash photography. Welcome to Skull Island. so brave. Oh my goodness. Well, you know, that epic battle that we all just witnessed back there was actually projected on some of the world's largest digital 3D screens. And the screens inside, they stand over 40 feet tall, measure 180 feet long. The film itself uses some of the most advanced technology in filmmaking today. And the film was designed by Peter Jackson and his team, Wedded Digital, the team that Wedded